アメリカでの暮らしにもう疲れた、そう感じる人が今静かに増えています。インフレ、医療費、家賃、そして終わらない分断、ここで生き続ける意味があるのかと海外に移り住むアメリカ人が増えているんです。国務省の推計ではすでに500万人以上のアメリカ国籍を持つ人が海外で生活しています。しかもその数はここ数年でおよそ2倍に増えたとも言われています。チャンスの国と呼ばれた場所でアメリカの人たちは生きづらさを感じています。
You're not depressed, you just live in the US. I moved from the US to Europe and I plan on never going back. Living here has been so affordable and stress-free. I even had my baby here. It cost me about $1,300 to give birth here, and I got paid $400 by the state to have a baby here. It's just such a different culture here. Like, people aren't only centered by their work and their job. You get to actually enjoy life and do things on your own time. And I feel like right now is probably the best time to leave the US. And yes, that's everywhere in the world, but it's just so different when you live in a country other than the US. I moved to a tiny country in Europe for the past year, and I am 6 hours ahead of the US. So that means 3 p.m. here is 9 a.m. there. So I have until 3 p.m. every single day to do whatever I want to do. It's been incredible. So if you can, move out of the US and live in another country, because life is just so much simpler elsewhere. The food is better, the air is cleaner, the education is free, the healthcare is free, and you'll have a lot higher quality of life elsewhere other than the US.
The new American dream is to leave. I 1000% agree with this because I moved from California to Dubai, best decision I've made, because the American dream that we were taught as kids does not exist anymore. So for example, we were told to go to school, get a degree, buy a house. How are we going to do that today? I'm from San Francisco, and the average house in San Francisco right now is $1.2 million. Who the F can afford a $1.2 million house? And again, this is not even a beautiful house. There's going to be homeless people probably right in front of your house. People are going to be breaking into your car. It's so dirty. It's so disgusting. It's not safe. Like, who wants to live like that? I'm sorry. I have to leave, and I'm glad I did. And to all of my Americans, do you still believe in the American dream?
I'm sorry, I have to say it, but living in America is such an empty experience. I am in Croatia right now, and I've been to Europe several times. And every time I come to Europe, I am reminded how empty America is. The way people conduct themselves in Europe, rather than the way it is in America, is night and day, okay? The way women dress here is more modest. The way men are here is more modest in some ways. The lifestyle is more calmer. Things are not as expensive. Things are healthier. The food is healthy. The water is better. The air is better. It smells better. Everything about this place is just so beautiful. And as I'm getting older, I'm realizing in America, all you do is work like a dog. You work from 9 to 5. You don't even have enough time to spend your money because you're paying it on bills. The food on the shelves are just literally killing everybody. Why do you think everybody in America has autoimmune diseases and that doesn't take place in any other country? It's insane. So the more time I'm spending outside of America, the more I'm realizing just how empty it is. America to me is a pretty thing, but when you explore it further, it's just fucking empty on the inside. And tell me I'm wrong.
Here's some of the reasons why I left America to live in the Philippines. This is my condo. It's 1/4 the price of what you would pay for in America, has a massive pool, decent gym, a room full of PS5s with a bunch of games, along with a co-working space, sauna, views. It goes on. The studios in this building are only $500 a month. I splurged on the 1-bedroom for $670. My favorite part is that it's attached to a 5-story mall. You could basically run all your errands without ever stepping foot outside. Pharmacy, dentist, groceries, ATM, clothes and appliance shopping, all right there. But if you do step outside, you could literally walk to like 3 different clubs, a ton of bars and restaurants, no need for Ubers or DDs. But take an Uber anyway for $5 to BGC. This area has amazing events going on. I'm not rich in America, but when I moved here, I realized rich means so much more than just yearly income. And the most ironic thing is, once I got my free time, I was able to pursue a passion which eventually started making me money, which I would have never found out if I stayed as busy as I was in America. Statistically, the people who leave with remote jobs end up making more than the people who stay, and their money goes further. But Americans don't understand.
I left America 6 months ago, and my life is infinitely better. Let's talk about it. First things first, I've talked about this in other videos, but it cost me around $1,000 to leave the States, which is significantly less money than I ever anticipated. And I think it's a really important thing for everyone to be talking about, that it actually costs a lot less than you might think to leave the US. Since moving abroad, these are the things that have improved in my life. First and foremost, my physical health is infinitely better. Why? The food is better. The air quality is better. I'm happier. I'm less stressed out. Medicine and healthcare is way more affordable. Like, we're talking apples and oranges. People are nicer here because they are happier here. It is significantly easier to cultivate community in a place where people are trusting and loving and empathetic and kind. And I cannot stress this enough. My central nervous system is relaxed and calm for the first time in my life.
This is not a political post, but you know how people are always saying if you don't like it, then you can leave? Well, people are, and in rapidly increasing numbers. As you can see, this article reports that there's been a 102% increase in people who have elected for the expat lifestyle, meaning people who are leaving America to go reside in different countries. And the article goes on to cite a few key reasons for this. The main elements being socioeconomic factors that make it difficult and more expensive to live on a daily basis, gun violence and the lack of action to reduce it, and as expected, the increasing political polarization that exists within America. And it's important to note that other countries throughout the world are taking notice of this escalating trend, and they're putting together programs to recruit American professionals to their countries, likely to increase their GDP. I think this will be an interesting trend to monitor and see how it changes over the next few years, especially as this becomes a more realistic lifestyle choice.
As soon as I can leave America, I'm gone for good, because why did I meet somebody from Germany through TikTok, and we're best friends, we talk every single day now, and they're living a whole different lifestyle than we are. So starting off, they really care about their citizens. You get free healthcare, free education, you get 4 weeks of paid vacation, no matter what kind of job you work. You can be a gas station worker, you can be somebody picking up trash from the streets. It doesn't matter, you get 4 weeks of paid vacation across the board standard. Public transportation is really affordable and accessible. He does have a car, but he's only 17, so he can't drive until he's 18. But he does pay for car insurance because he has a permit. And for full coverage, I pay $500 a month for reference. Before I crashed my car, I was paying like $350, and I didn't have tickets or anything. Like, I had a clean record, and I was paying $350 for full coverage every single month. He has a full coverage insurance over there. He pays $100 a year. 17 years old, he's a boy, $100 a year. Basic necessities over there, like shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, things like that, less than $1. Pharmaceutical drugs are really cheap because they don't care about, profiting off of sick people. They actually want you to be healthy, alive, and well. That does not exist over here. There are so many more things, and of course they have bad weather and they do have high taxes, but I would rather pay for high taxes and have shitty weather than be a broke-ass bitch with good weather, because I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck over here. And I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I work too fucking hard to barely have anything, and I'm tired of it, honestly.
海外へ移る理由は人それぞれです。高すぎる生活費、治らない分断、もう少し穏やかに暮らしたいという願い。実際に増えているのはリタイア世代だけではありません。リモートワークで働く若い世代、子供の教育や治安を理由に家族で出る人もいます。行き先に共通しているのは、アメリカより生活コストが安く、安全で、時間の流れが緩やかな場所です。もちろん、移住にはビザや文化、言語の壁があります。それでも、アメリカを離れる人は確実に増えている。もう、戻る国ではなく、離れていく国になりつつあるのかもしれません。かつてアメリカンドリームを追いかけた人たちが、今はシンプルに暮らす夢を求めている。あなたはこの動画を見てどう思いましたか？あなたなら、どこで生きていきたいですか？感想や意見をコメントいただけると幸いです。最後までご覧いただき、ありがとうございました。